Get your popcorn ready.
We always gonna put on the show, baby. That's what we do.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode. Hey, the NFL is back, baby. We back. Live and direct from the 305 and also from the West Coast. Inside Leverage is back again. Just to kind of talk some ball. No drama. Lots of fluff. You know, the typical stuff that we kind of do around here. What's going on, boys? What is going on?
Man? We baby. We won.
Wow. We here is right, bro. Hey, week one is here. Before we get into the topics, what we're going to talk about, how do you guys feel, man? Let's go around the room, bro. Let me start with Wally. Go ahead, man. How you feel with week one, you know? I know you got to be happy that football's back, bro.
17-0 until we lose one. Leave me alone.
Wow, I wasn't even going to go there, but if you're going to go there.
Just leave me alone. I'm not messing around this. You hear the subtleness in my voice.
I hear it. I hear it. So Junior, let's go to you, man. How you feeling, bro?
Listen, I love the energy, 17-0 until further notice. I'm excited. A lot of hiccups here and there, but we pushing past the screen. We about to get it on this Sunday. A lot of trash talking from the other side. Man, I'm just excited to prove everybody wrong, man. Let's get it.
That's what I'm saying. Chad, you still with us, man?
Yeah, man. I had to go take another sip of the Kool-Aid, man. You know what I mean? That's what we've been doing all season. It's been helping us get the time by. You know what I mean? I'm sipping the Kool-Aid heavy, man. I'm feeling good, feeling great, feeling like it went by faster than we thought it was. In the moment, it don't feel like it, but when you look up and you're like, damn, bro, the season's here. Like, we flew through training camp and everything, man. So it's a wonderful feeling, man. I just need my team to do what they're supposed to do this season, man. That's all I'm on.
Listen, I'm with you there. I'm with all you guys. I'm feeling good, man. I'm so glad football's back, bro. It feels like this might sound a little pathetic, bro, but listen, my life feels so much more complete when the NFL is on, bro. You know, like I love my family, I love my kids, my mom. You know, I love my boys inside Leverage, but bro, life is complete. My world is balanced when the NFL is on and Dolphin football is back, bro. So, you know, we kind of live, breathe, eat this shit all, you know, up until we wait all year until August and September for the season to start. And the time is now, the time is here. So, listen, I want to get into a couple topics here. Let me let Wally back up in here. Let's transition over to the topics room, if we would. All right, man. So listen, we're here. Topic number one. The topic room, bro. Listen, we got some upgrades that Toy Drive money came through. We were able to upgrade our stuff. You know, for those of you watching and hate watching, just know that we good. Okay, we good. Listen, moving on. Topic number one, we got to talk about obviously week one Dolphins Colts. I need to get you guys feelings, just a brief rundown of how you guys feel about this game. Let's try to keep our feet planted on the ground. I don't want to hear you're going to blow these guys out 63-0 because that's not realistic. But whoever wants to take first, the first at bat, go ahead.
I'll start it off, man. I think it's a nice little get back from a loss from last year. We didn't have Tua, so this year we have a week one, so it's going to be interesting to see how it goes. A lot of upgrades for our offense, specifically our two guards. We have also an upgrade on our tackle. As far as health, relatively been healthy with Patrick Paul. So I'm curious to see how our run game is looking like, how our pass game is going to look like, and how our pass game is going to look like with some additions with Westbrook, Akine, and then giving more with Malik from last year. So I'm interested to see how that unfolds. I like what the Colts did overall with their defense. They improved it, but it's a first time defense with Lou that came from the Bengals. So I'm curious to see how quickly can they acclimate with our experienced offense. You know what I'm saying? Tua, Tyreek, Waddle. You know the usual suspects. So they have the quarterback in Daniel Jones. Anthony Richardson lost the job, but you know Daniel Jones has been Daniel Jones. You know, not impressive. Um, Certainly a guy who has all the measurables, a first round pick. Um, you know, what does that look like for them? Will they see that immediate impact on the quarterback? Um, I don't know. We'll see. But I'm excited with the game. I like the matchups that we're probably going to talk about. That I want to talk about. But yeah,
I'm with it. Go ahead, Wally.
I mean, it's the Colts, man. We
What
should
is
have
that
beat
supposed to
the
mean?
we should have beat them last season. So we had a lesser team last season. Rolling up, if you think about it, more injuries, less certainty at quarterback. Tyreek was injured. Waddle wasn't himself. We like, come on, man. Daniel Jones. This should be, if you're gonna bring it, like if it's gonna be a close game, it's the beginning of the season. It's gonna be close in the first half. Then after the second half adjustments, I believe we'll run away with it. It should be like I'm I'm at 27-17 with a, they're like I don't know how they get 17. You know what? 27-14 though, because they're home. They get two touchdowns. Just Jonathan Taylor, whatever. But this should be an easy game for us to win.
Okay.
It's the Colts. It's the
No,
Colts.
hey, I'm not. You're entitled to your opinion. Chad, talk to me. What do you think?
It's the Colts, dude.
These are our Dolphins. This is our team. We bleed steel. Hey, listen, man. Hey, listen. Hey, look. Tell them boys
Do you
line
need a
it up.
spotlight? Do you need a spotlight?
Hey, the sun is my spotlight. You feel me? But okay, listen to me, coach. What does Daniel Jones do that would put any fear in my heart outside of scrambling? Like, and I'm not really worried about that with our front seven. Like, I'm going into this game with the feeling that we got Tua back. We didn't have Tua the last time we played them, and the offense should be humming. There's some questions in the secondary, but I don't think that there's a guy on the other side that can threaten us. I don't think we'll really find out what's going on with that secondary till about week 3. So going into this matchup, bro, like barbecue chicken, bro, like I hear what these boys are saying, like prediction wise, I'm somewhere around like 24-12, something like that. You know what I mean? Something real light. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, this would be an easy game. This is a game that I expect us to win. If you do not win this game, I think that's when you have to answer some serious questions. Mike McDaniel's team, after everything they've been saying about the culture change and all that, to come out week 1, you know what I mean, on the road and lay an egg, I think it's unacceptable. So, I mean, these boys put themselves in a position now where backs up against the walls. Mike, they call him from Mike's head. They call him from Greer's head. We'll know. We'll see if they actually ever, go anywhere. But the best way to hold down their spot and to hold down everything they got going on is to make sure that we go in here and we take care of business week in and week out, and that starts week 1, bro. The Colts, bro. It's that simple.
I mean, in the words of OJ, man, you gotta win this October games, dog. And yes, we have that rhetoric that we don't play good in the cold. So what is the best way to get away from the cold when it's time to go to the playoffs? Is win these games. Like AFC opponents to me are very very important games to me. And I'm not even gonna hold you. Like Mike has a track history of starting off hot. We have a really good September record. We're an amazing September record, our team. And that's not a good thing, but it is what it is. Like we win September games, so I'm with it, man. I ain't worried about nothing. And it's like Chad said, like outside of Jonathan Taylor, you're not worried about the wide receivers. You're not worried about Joshua Downs. You're not worried about Michael Pittman. You're not worried about Adonai, homie from Texas. You're not worried about that. I mean Tyler Warren. Okay, you're a rookie, bro. I mean you're not gonna beat us. So
They might get a little something here or there, but I don't think those guys are going to be the type of weapons to just take over the game and then put us in some type of deficit. And if we got to rest to come back, like I feel like this is a game where we're probably in control of throughout, and it's just all about like just limiting your mistakes on the road and refining your execution. Week one, we know how it can be. You know what I mean? It's a little bit of rust. These guys haven't played in a couple weeks. I'm glad that they did play in that final preseason game, so it wasn't a 2 to 3 week layoff in between. I feel real good about that going into this matchup as well.
No, I agree. I don't think that I don't like to to how do you say to subscribe to the fact that it's going to be a blowout. It's week one. I keep saying that anything could happen. I'm confident in the Dolphins because obviously you guys have highlighted all the issues and the points that Pill well received. Like it's very possible that the Colts really don't do much, but week one has always been the first week of the NFL season for me has always been the one that's most quote unquote worrisome because you really don't know what you're going to get. You're coming off a training camp and there's still a little bit of rust, a little bit, and so we'll see. But I am confident. So maybe at the end of this episode I'll give my prediction. But as of right now,
you
I'm
just
gonna.
sound like a little scared old man.
No, not scared, old man, bro. It's, you gotta know what you're. I'm not saying that Daniel Jones is gonna do anything. I respect JT. The new DC is pretty good. I don't know if Xavier Howard has anything left in the tank. We're about to find out. Oh, wow, what the hell is going on? We all saw what happened last night with the Philly Cowboys game. You guys saw that, right? You saw the whole situation with Jalen Carter and Dak Prescott.
That start off top.
Look, I'm gonna tell you this, right? I'm gonna respect the coach. Take my echo off. I'm gonna respect Daniel Jones and any given Sunday and all that good stuff because that's football. But we should win this game. I'm not gonna sit here and be like the team we're gonna be. The team we end up being on week 17 is the team we end up being this Sunday. So I'm not really worried about what it looks like. This game to me is just get the dub. You feel me? Get the dub however you can, and let's build this team and go forward. Like to me, the season starts at Buffalo. That's where I want to see the team. I'm not overlooking any opponent, but to me, the real test is on week three. These next games, you got to win and be ready. Be ready for Buffalo. Be healthy. Kind of find your identity and have your players that maybe your wallet that might come back. The little nagging injuries with James Daniels and whatnot, stuff like that. In my perspective.
Go ahead, Jay.
Yeah, for me, the thing that probably would put the most fear in my heart about this game, and I've said this in spaces earlier in the week, the fact that they're honoring Jim Irsay on the first day at that home game, I think could put a bit of a battery in their back. But I'm not sure how far that could go because I don't believe that there's a real belief in Daniel Jones. And maybe I'm reaching, but I'm watching them when they were announcing the captains and when they announced Daniel, you know what I mean? Like they don't really believe in him, bro. Their fans don't really believe in him. The team don't really believe. Let's be real. He's Daniel Jones, bro. I think the best case scenario for the Colts would have been for Anthony Richardson to figure it out, but he couldn't, right? So like they're in a position now where they got a stopgap guy who, again, could be dangerous at times with his legs, and he can make little throws here and there. I'm not gonna say he's some total bum, but he's not good, bro. He's a bottom 2 to 3 starting quarterback probably in the NFL going into this
I
season. And
agree.
I feel like this pass rush should get after it. I don't want to like disrespect Jonathan Taylor, but I feel really good about y'all know I'm not high on Kenneth Grant, but there's one thing that he can do without question, in my opinion, it's play the run at a high level, and he's going to play with high effort. The sack production, we can talk about all that when we get there and all that. I don't want to get into that at this moment, but with him, Phillips who can stop the run at a high level. You have Zach Sealer and Benito Jones who can all do it the same. And then with our edges and everything we got at linebacker, we got Minka coming down into the box. Like, bro, I feel good about I don't think they're going to be able to run the ball on us. And I feel like you're going to have to run the ball in order to stifle this pass rush and to give yourself a chance with Daniel Jones. And I don't think they're going to really be able to do it to the level they need to do it. Like, I think that they might have some success here or there. Maybe they pop a couple runs, but consistently throughout the game, I can't see them like just moving the chains on us like that in the run game. I can't see it, bro. Like, and maybe I'm wrong, and maybe I'm being a homer, but I feel good about our run stopping ability and our pass rushing ability, and I feel like once we stop the run, that pass rush, which is probably the strength of the defense at this moment, is going to really be able to really pin their ears back and get after it. And at that point, the boys is cooked, bro. They cooked.
I just wonder how we're gonna handle Daniel Jones' running attack. It's gonna be very interesting. I'm I'm not saying that's
This and what do you run a 4-4?
of course. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying he can run the
No,
ball. He can run the
I'm with
ball.
you. I'm
So
with you, but
so
if this defense with this revamped front seven that we believe they're dogs, if Daniel Jones is giving them trouble, we're in trouble because he's gonna be the least of the mobile quarterback we're gonna be facing. You need like Daniel Jones, bro. If our linebackers can't keep up and contain Daniel Jones, wait till we see Justin Fields.
it's not about it's about containment, gap assignment.
I just said
Sometimes
contain.
well, okay, so it's about the lane rush lanes and everything else. We've seen the games with the Eagles how the Cowboys didn't stay in their rush lanes and they
We're not
allowed
the Cowboys
their.
though.
Oh, of course, but I'm just giving an example. It's week one. Everything is not going to be all coming all together on week one. That's all I'm saying. What does that look like for us? Are we going to be disciplined and stay in our rush lanes? Are we going to be able to tackle well? That's always been an issue in week one. Those are some things I want to see from the defense. That's what I want to see. So what does that
I,
look like? I'm not.
I'm
How's that?
out with
You know
you.
what I'm saying? I'm just trying to stay I'm trying to stay
I'm out with you
objective in the
there.
conversation
I'm out with
because
you there. I'm
those
out
are
with you
some
there.
things. Those are some things that we have
Yeah.
seen before. Those are things that we have issued
We have
before.
a new defense.
And that's understandable, but it's week one. It's been
Nah.
consistent like
Hold
that.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Let me just say this. How do we have a better defense? We have Anthony Weaver, which some people want us to lose in spite of everything. For Anthony Weaver could be the head coach over here. And we have T Dot, Brooks, Gay, Britt. And you're telling me they're not going to be disciplined enough as linebackers to go against Daniel Jones? I, I'm, I'll be look. That's one thing. Look, if the offense starts slow, this is what. And sorry if we're disagreeing. I don't want to harp on your point. I'm just giving you how I feel. If if the offense starts slow, I'm okay with that. But if this defense starts off slow with the linebacker, especially that front seven, which is supposed to be our strength, I'll be a little worrisome. It's a little
I'm
bit
not.
worrisome.
I'm
Yeah,
not. I'm not gonna
no,
be
no.
worried. What I'm just simply saying is, how is it gonna look? Are we gonna just because when you start off slow, it's because you haven't played in a while. You're not in season form. Everybody's not in season form. But as the game goes by, as we get comfortable, as we adjust, what does that look like for us? Which I believe will happen. All I'm saying is I'm just interested in how we handle a QB that can run the ball because he can. Whether he's 4'6", 4'4", or 4'2",
I
the
agree.
man can run the ball. You know what I'm saying? What does that look like for us? Are we gonna
Man,
slide?
he's
Are we
a
gonna? Are
lose.
we gonna? Are we gonna? Are we gonna believe in the front four
Wait,
to make
Minka?
plays?
Where
We don't
Minka
know what,
here?
but we don't
Man,
know what
stop
Minka
playing.
is doing. He's not
Stop,
a
Did
stop,
we
spy.
put Jordan
Are
stop,
Brooks? Jordan
stop.
Brooks maybe, or Willie
Jordan,
Gay on him?
bro,
maybe?
stop,
What
bro,
does that
stop,
look like?
stop, stop, stop.
What is the stop for? What is the stop for? I'm not understanding what the stop for.
Look, I'm not worried about Daniel Jones being a problem. I'm, I'm
I'm
comfortable.
I'm
I'm
not worried
comfortable.
about that either, but I have
I,
to acknowledge that
bro,
that's
Daniel
something
Jones,
to take
he
aware of.
sucks, bro. He sucks.
Okay,
He
all
has
right.
a losing record.
No,
He's
you're
a
right.
ter-
We're gonna blow him out. You're right.
No, no, I'm not saying blow him out. But when my view of this is like, oh, I understand what you're saying about how the defense will react and if we're going to be disciplined and whatnot. That's fine. But brother, I'll tell you one thing. If in the third and fourth quarter, if we're still guessing that, Daniel Jones is gonna mess around and win that game, and we're in trouble. Because once you get the games that Daniel Jones wins, is the games that he's comfortable and you're not being true to the game, and that if your concern is there in the third and fourth quarter, we're not gonna win that game. That's where I'm at. That's what I'm trying to convey in my message. Like if we can't contain Daniel Jones and we're not disciplined, we're not gonna win that game because that's how he wins. That's his bread and butter.
So
And then
I
imagine if we can contain him. Imagine week 3 against Josh Allen. What we gonna do?
yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
I don't think you're understanding what I'm saying, so I'm gonna just let it go. It's okay.
We move on. We'll
I
move
think it's a
forward.
fair point. I think it's a fair point. Really, really quick. Let me just touch on it really quick. I think it's a fair point, Junior, that you don't want guys trying to get up, trying to get sacks, getting too far upfield, allowing Daniel Jones to step up and just take off. You know what I mean? There that can be a little bit of a worry. But it in the second half of last season, and I know there's some different pieces on the back end, and maybe even some pieces, different pieces up front, but I, when we acquired Terrell Dotson and when we played quarterbacks in that second half of the season, I didn't really see any, especially even Josh Allen, who's normally a guy who kills us in those situations. Even he wasn't really able to do too much. And when you factor in the return of Jalen Phillips, the return of Bradley Chubb, you know what I mean, and the addition of Willie Gay, Minka, like I said, coming down in the box, like I feel good about it, bro. Like if anything, like I feel like we got the pieces to better account for quarterbacks than we've had in a long time as far as like their rushing ability. Like I feel really good about that going into this season. And I think that that can be a strength of ours, keeping some of these guys in check. Because if you look around the league, most of these guys is mobile now. Most of these guys can move. Even Drake May and all these guys, bro, like they all can move, bro. Wally brought up Justin Fields. Like we're gonna see a lot of that this season. And then I feel really good about the guys we have in Jordan Brooks and Dotson and everybody that we got collectively, bro. And I feel good about it, man. I know that there's some issues maybe week one with tackling from time to time, but I feel like these boys are playing on the string, bro, at this moment. And we'll see because it was just preseason and they look good and everything. But going into this, I feel really good, man. We had a top 5 defense last year, and I expect good things, man, from these guys up front. And the secondary is probably the biggest question, but again, I don't feel like it's going to be seriously tested in this game. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they do get some big throws over the top, and who knows? But we'll see, man. We'll see. I feel good about it though.
Chad, I'm not disagreeing. Listen, I'm not saying I feel worried about our pass rush. I'm just pointing out things that typically happen in a first week and how we and then what my viewpoint is how do we combat it when that comes about. You know what I'm saying? I'm not I have a lot of confidence in our front seven, especially our D line. But sometimes over pursuits happen. Sometimes all these other factors that I mentioned happen. Will that happen to us? Maybe it doesn't. Maybe we are in mid-season form the
No,
first week of the game.
it will happen, Junior. It will happen. That's what I'm trying to
Okay,
tell you. It's gonna happen. But
right.
what I'm trying
But
to tell you is that we should have enough to be able to to sustain and contain that.
well,
You
that's
know
what I
what
was
I'm
trying
saying?
to say, Wally. But you jumped my neck on my neck as soon as
Hey,
I was trying.
hey,
As
man,
soon as I
man, maybe it's the hoodie. Maybe it's the hoodie. Maybe it's the hoodie, dog.
you didn't jump
Maybe I'm
over there.
excited. Maybe
No,
I'm just a
we
little
excited.
excited.
Yeah,
I wasn't excited earlier. Now I'm excited now.
we
Maybe
excited.
now I know
I was
that.
like, damn. I was just trying to I was just saying, like, listen, I'm not saying it's gonna happen,
No, it is
but
gonna happen. You have like even when Weaver talked about it, he said it, dude. When the rookies, they're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna be excited. Their nerves get the best of you. You could be the biggest pro the pros, and it's gonna happen. That's what I was saying. Like that's why I said the second half.
yeah,
And if in the second half it's still happening, we're gonna be in a little bit of trouble because Daniel Jones gonna mess around and get into a rhythm.
fact.
So I'm looking forward to the adjustments. Like look at the Cowboys and the Eagles yesterday. They were the Eagles and Cowboys are going toe to toe in the first half.
Toe to toe. Yeah, that was a good. Yeah,
Second half,
done.
CeeDee Lamb started dropping passes. The cream rose to the top, and
Yep.
that's what I want to see with our team. That's
Yep.
my fault. That's what I wanted to.
No,
That's
no,
what
no.
I wanted.
That's why we talk it out. We were pretty much in a line anyway. It is what it is. Yeah.
That's okay. That's all right. So can we move on and talk about yesterday's game now?
Yes.
What game? What game?
The Eagles.
What do you mean, what game? We're talking about what happened. I want to talk about what happened with Jalen Carter and Dak Prescott.
Oh,
Hey, let me tell you something.
I want to know. I want to hear you guys' perspective on this. Go ahead.
Listen. At first, I saw Carter. He was on the reaction. But you have to contain yourself, my brother. Even though Dak did the little scary shit where he was behind his offensive line,
Yep.
he did a little spit on the floor and looked dead at you and started laughing.
say that again. Say that again. He
He
spit at
was
what?
behind his offensive
No.
line.
What did he spit at?
He spit on the floor.
And look, that's it. Look, I'm gonna tell you like this. They're both punks, but
Right.
Dak is smart.
Hey yo.
He spat at the floor and antagonized the idiot that spat on him.
Facts.
They're both cowardly moves. But in the true and the essence of the whatever is happening, Dak spat out the floor,
Yeah.
and Jalen spat on Dak, and that's
Right.
what Jalen lost everything.
He lost.
You gotta keep it cool, my brother.
Cool.
It's a punk act, but you don't do that.
Jalen was playing checkers and Dak was playing chess at the moment. Even though they lost, that's the name of the game. I respect that he stood on business and said, "I'm gonna spit in your face," but at the cost of you being out the game, even though it didn't matter, they still lost. Now you're facing fines and all this other stuff.
That's as bad. Look, that's as bad as Reek quitting on his team, though. You're quitting on the game. You're quitting on the game that day. So I think he kind of lost that locker room being an idiot doing that.
Right.
I agree. Chad, what you see? What do you think?
So, like, it was my initial reaction was like, yo, what the hell are you doing, Jalen Carter? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you tripping. But when you see the full context of the video and how Dak spit at him and did the little smirk little thing at him, whatever, he was antagonizing him, and I'm guessing what happened, something that happened in the conversation where he approached him like, yo, you spit at me or whatever. Like, that's what it looked like what happened right there. And I don't know what Dak said, but Dak said something to him.
Yeah, he did. I think he did.
Dak said something to him. I don't know what he said. I've seen some videos going around, and I don't want to go off of what they're saying because maybe it's not true. Lip reading and all that's kind of wild. But, like, he said something to him, and I'm not saying it's right, but, like there was something that happened there that, you know what I mean, that we may never know exactly what transpired. So maybe later on in Jalen Carter's career or something, maybe they'll talk about it later on or something. Who knows if the truth will ever come out on that. But man, that to be honest, man, I feel like they probably both should have been penalized for that. Because like they miss Dak doing what he did, and I feel like he antagonized them. But it's always the guy who retaliates, who always gets caught. And
Correct.
you already
Never
know how it
fails.
goes in football.
It never
Somebody do
fails.
something to you, they smack you, they hit you somewhere, do something foul, and then you retaliate, and that's what the ref see, and they throw the
That's it.
flag.
They
He throw
they
the flag.
had they had the video. They had the
Yep,
video, and
they did.
they felt like Dak spat out the floor, and
Yeah.
Jalen Carter went directly to him
He
and
stood on
spat.
business.
And he look, what he had to do was
Mm.
spit out the floor too. That's all he had to do.
Exactly.
F you.
And what? Right.
Yeah, you feel me? But he What's up? What you want to do? I
Yeah.
can spit too. But you
Right.
know what? That comes with veteran savvy with that. That's smart. He got him, dog. If
Yeah.
had he won that game, you know what? Had CeeDee Lamb not dropped all them passes, because
Jesus
Dak
Christ.
had a hell of a game.
Yeah.
They didn't lose
He
because of
did.
Dak. He had a great game. So Dak was playing, like you said, my brother. You hit it right in the head. He was playing chess. These guys are playing checkers, even though he lost. But yeah, man.
Yeah.
Bro,
Wait,
they were running the ball pretty well.
I want to show you guys something. Let me see if I can pull it up here real quick. Did you guys see this clip? This is one of the wildest things. I mean, I've seen there's a lot of like hand combat in the trenches, but man, this was egregious, bro. Bing,
Yeah. Very intentional.
bro.
Very intentional to the face.
That was crazy.
Now,
I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't respect that, because you're supposed to be toeing the line, right? But once you cross the line, once again, your team needs you, bro. We're a team that had Tyreek quit, so we know what it is when a player leaves on you. So to me now, I might be a little bit more oversensitized to it, but dog, you're the starting left guard. You're a very, very important piece of this team, and you are here swinging. What about if the NFL tells on Monday, hey, big dog, you're gonna be suspended for the next game?
Well, that's the thing. Like the hardest thing with these guys, man, is, and just like us as men is in general, is to control our emotions, bro. I mean, they're playing. They're fucking warriors, right? They're these gladiators in an arena, and there's testosterone, and there's hate, there's the rivalries and all that. But you really have to like, kind of, it's that mental part that gets so hard to control that, because you're literally like imagining the person that's in front of you is talking about your mom or your girl or your kid
But let me ask
to
you
try
a
to
question,
get
Coach. Let me ask you
that
a
thing out of
question.
you. Go ahead.
Let me ask you a question. I didn't get to any levels, but since we were kids, you start in the little leagues, to the park leagues, to the rec leagues, to the high school. That type of stuff happens all the time. There's nothing new under the sun you're saying to me. And the NFL that I haven't heard in college, especially in college when you go to these crazy ass towns, and you being a brother playing, let's say you go to Texas, they're gonna say some wild stuff to you. So
Right.
to me, I do not justify all these actions anymore, especially at the highest level. Do I understand for us to lose our cool? That's unacceptable, because we're not at that gladiator level. But these guys are the top percentile of everything in athletics.
Yeah.
That means that doesn't mean that, and it's not just skills; it's smarts too. Because you can say these guys are dumb, but you still got to be smart to make that league. Because if you weren't smart, you're not being the league. Oh, some players were dumb. They weren't. No, they're smarter than you, brother. So that's my point. And another thing, I do not want to see that with my players. I would rather see in the next play Patrick Paul pancake somebody or take him out the club. You know what? I'd rather you take him out the club, like that Gronk stuff. He took him out the club. 15-yard penalty. I respect that. Take him out the club. It's a regular football play. You're not swinging on nobody. It's not a boxing match.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you lose your composure, right? That's the whole thing. They teach you from being a little kid to in any kind of organized sport. This is the heat of competition, so you have to have some sort of balance and control over that. And I get it. But still, I had to bring that up because that was wild. Like I've seen a lot of stuff. We remember the stories of Christian Wilkins and Josh Allen and down in the dog piles, grabbing his junk and doing all kinds of stuff. I mean, that's a common thing, bro. I mean that when I played, and I'm gonna date myself, but that happened all the time. That's how you got. Yes, I am very old. Thank you. That's why I have this. But
Okay.
and it's okay. That's right. But anyway, I just I'm glad you guys were able to expound on that a little bit. You guys want to jump into the game of the week? What do you guys think is the game of the week this week coming up?
I mean, aren't the Bills playing the Ravens?
I mean, I think that's the
That's the game.
consensus, right?
That's the game. That's a potential AFC showdown between the for the Super Bowl. That's where they got it at. This is darlings. We're not we can't say we are.
No,
We
of course
respect
not. Of course not, bro. Listen, you got Lamar Jackson against Josh Allen, the last two MVP candidates. Um, Literally, both teams are considered, top dogs or contenders in the AFC. Okay, so it's not just hype. And this game could literally have implications for January, right? Because you obviously it's head to head, and then you add in the fact that the clash last season was so razor thin between them that it's the perfect highlight game for the whole nation to watch. So, I mean, I can care less for me, either team, but I'll be watching because it's going to be top notch football. What do you think, Junior?
Yeah, I agree. Especially for the AFC. Yeah, that game, the Ravens versus the Bills, that's going to be a really good one. NFC, I like the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. I'm interested to see how that looks. Those are two juggernaut teams. The Green Bay Packers getting Micah Parsons. The Lions have been so far these last couple of years a
I like the
successful
Lions.
team. So those to me are two powerhouse games to watch, to see what that looks like. Who's going to be on top?
Well, we're gonna find out real quick. Talking about the Lions, we're gonna find out how good of a coach. What's his name is
Dan Campbell.
Dan
Dan
Campbell.
Campbell.
How good is he gonna be? Because he lost both of his coordinators, obviously. So let's see how that team is gonna recover
Hold on.
or sink. Go ahead.
Not just a coordinator. we got the receiver coach. So
Oh,
they
true.
said he was either second or third in line to get that OC because clearly he got head coaching job offers. So he's highly touted. So they didn't just lose anybody. But if you look at their preseason, they didn't lose a step. They didn't lose a step, brother. And I don't know. I like Dan Campbell. I really like that team.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's what time is that game, Junior?
Looks like it's at 4:25. 4:25 for that game. So that should be a nice little post game after the Dolphins dub.
The Josh Allen Bowl is on what, Monday night?
Sunday night 8:20.
Sunday night.
So you got two good games back, relatively back to back. That's gonna be good post game. So yeah, I'm interested to see how that looks like.
It should be raining this weekend, so I should be able to watch these games. Five. But yeah, man. What we got next on the docket, Coach?
What do we got next? Let's see here. I was reading something. I got distracted. Upset of the week. Upset of the week. What do you guys think is an upset of the week? I have a game that I think is going to be an upset, but I don't want anybody to steal my bars yet. So, what do you think?
I
What?
wonder if the Cleveland Browns and their quarterback situation ends up being. That's not even a game. That's not even worth watching.
Was a matchup?
I guess Cleveland plays the Bengals, but I don't even know if that's an upset of the week.
Ooh, that'll be an upset of the week. What you mean?
You think so? Yeah. I didn't know how we felt about the Browns and the Bengals. The Browns don't really have a quarterback.
Hold on. You gotta give Burrows the treatment he gets everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
They went to one Super Bowl, so if it's Joe Burrow and Joe Burrow they trust that. So nah. They got Joe Burrow. They should beat the Browns by 15.
Right. Agreed.
Like, what we talking about?
I also like the Giants and the Washington Commanders game. I'm interested how
That's a that's a
That to
that's
me,
a
that
upset.
was the one. Yeah, that was the one that I was thinking about. With
Bro, the Chiefs tackling just trash right now.
what's the score there, Junior?
So it's 7-zip LA, and the Chiefs not looking good at all.
Oh, bro, I I thought it was crazy. We have a Friday night football game.
Right. Yeah. It's like crazy. Back to back,
Brother,
baby.
I have fantasy implications on this game that I had no idea this game is happening today. But look, I'm looking at the NFL schedule, and you know what will be an upset? The real upset is the Saints and the Cardinals. The Saints
Really?
are, yeah, come on, man. The Saints have a new head coach. Spencer Rattler is their starting quarterback, so that's an upset. Jets beating the Steelers could be an upset.
I'm going. I'm
The
going
Giants,
Giants. That's what I'm thinking. Giants, Redskins.
Giants comings, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, Redskins. I said Redskins. Jesus Christ. What do you think, Chad? I know
Uh,
what? What's your final, Wally? Before we jump to Chad.
I'm not. I thought we were doing consensus as a gang.
No, I
Pick
mean
up
we
maybe.
can't. We can. But everybody has like a little
I,
different. You know.
I think to me it'll be the Giants being the commies. But I'm gonna tell you something. Those NFC East rivalry games, they're toss ups, though. They're tough. But if the Giants beat the commies, that's the upset of the week.
That's to me. That's my pick. What do you think, Chad?
Who are the Falcons playing again? The Falcons are playing
Bucks, the
the.
Bucks, the Bucks,
The
the Bucks.
Bucks. Yeah.
That's the one that I like, and it's not a big upset, but I think that the Bucks are favored in that matchup. I think that Vita Vea's dealing with something right now. If
He is.
he's
Yeah.
not out there, Bijan's gonna go crazy, I think, and I could see it getting, I could see it getting spooky out there in Tampa, man. That's so I kind of that's one I like.
All right. So you got Chad's got Falcons over the Bucks. Wally, you got what? You going with the Giants over the Redskins?
Look, since you already have the Giants and we picked something
Okay.
else, so,
Okay.
let me go. Let me go with Saints Cardinals. The Saints being the
Oh,
Cardinals.
that's right. That's right. What about Junior? What are you doing?
I I do like the Giants and the Commanders.
You can't pick that one.
Okay, all right.
This is
Look, the Seahawks beating the Niners is an upset. The Browns beating the
But
Bengals.
who is
Yo,
it supposed
I
to
said
be good with
You
against?
should,
Like,
you should go with the Browns Bengals. Browns beating the Bengals.
yeah, that might be my upset of the week. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, good defense there. They look like they got some key pieces. They got the little.
So you
Mason
picking
Graham guy.
Brown. You picking the Browns over the Bengals.
Yeah, man. I think the Bengals offensive line is still
Hey,
suspect.
coach, hey, write that down and send it to me. I'm gonna make that a parlay for a hard.
I'm actually writing it down right now. Hold on.
Yeah, all of our picks. I'm gonna bet all of our picks. Yeah, we need friends. All of our picks, the ones we pick, and then I'm gonna pick everything opposed, and then I'm gonna have a nice little parlay.
Yo, how hard is it to bet week one? Like, I feel like you gotta be selective with the instead of like winning who wins or loses. You gotta do personal.
Nah,
accuracy.
it's fun in picking upsets. Because if you go chalk, if you go chalk, you're not gonna win shit.
Yeah.
All right. I wrote it down. I'm gonna be sending it over. Let's see how that works out. What else you guys got before we get out of here, man?
Actually, you should make that. You should hashtag it and make it our parlay. Let's
Hey,
start doing
listen,
that. You
if
know
I'm
what?
right,
You know what?
I'm a genius.
Yeah. Hey, hashtag our parlay.
Say that one more
All that grog, make it a tweet. We gonna do some things with that, baby. You know what I'm talking about?
Bingo. All right, man. Final thoughts before we get out. I know. Hey, by the way, everybody is out there. Make sure you follow. Make sure you subscribe. This is I'm not gonna say it's our first live show, but it's first live show with the new digs. I hope everybody was able to hear and see us well. Everything's looking good. Hopefully we didn't have any issues. If not, we'll fix them. But make sure to join us on Sunday night post game. We're gonna have a Inside Leverage Live post game edition, going over the Dolphins victory. Yes, I just said it, Dolphins victory. So there's my prediction for the game. We are gonna win. I'm saying we're gonna win 32-17. Okay? 32-17. That's what my heart says. I don't know if this is going to come true or not, but we'll see. But anyways, make sure you join us. Not only are we going to talk about the Dolphins' victory over the Colts, we'll be talking about all the other results of the games. And also, more importantly, we're going to have a huge, huge announcement. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be fun. We're going to have lots of fun. I'm glad that we're back. Last thoughts, boys, before we go.
Hey, man, listen. Shout out to the homie Cam Smith. When Cam Smith got his ordeal, we don't know what it is, but it's not a football injury, so he could be dealing with a lot of things. It just really shows you that not even the biggest, the best athletes in the world go through a lot of things. A lot of us are going through a lot of things. We project, we talk to each other certain ways, but at the end of the day, we going through a lot because life is hard. So sometimes you gotta take it easy. Sometimes there's a lot of shit going on, man. So keep your mentals, enjoy the season. Don't let this football team bring you down. Just take it a day at a time, man. A game at a time. If you need to step out for a game, let it be, bro. Don't go crazy. Enjoy your life.
Next. Anybody?
Man, I'm looking forward to this weekend of football, man. Like it's finally here. We've talked, we debated, we fought about things. Like we're gonna actually see what it actually is on the field. Who's gonna show up? Who's gonna make plays? Who's not? Is Mike McDaniel gonna take that step forward as a head coach? You know what I mean? That's gonna be a huge thing for us.
That's big.
And that starts week 1, man. So super excited, man. Looking forward to everything that we got going on as a franchise and as a fan base, man. We got a lot to look forward to. I know a lot of people have mixed expectations about what's happening. I know there's some mystery around players like Darren Waller and certain things here and there. And then Omar came out and just said Achane has a little limp or something going on. I'm not sure. I privately expressed my feelings about Devon Achane going into this matchups. I feel like we need to lean on Ollie, and I hope we do. I hope he gets his touches, man, and we come out of here healthy. It's the biggest thing for us, man, health week to week. So that's all I'm looking forward to, man, and shout out to everybody watching, man, and all our listeners.
Let's get it. Junior.
Yeah, man. Again, if we're saying he's injured, why is the injury report showing? Anyway, I'm going to say this. Let's go get this dub. Let's lock in. A lot of talk, a lot of expectations for this franchise. It starts here. I know maybe this loss don't mean the season's over. Well, you know what? It means it's the same old crap, and we ain't trying to deal with it. Let's just go out there and win. Let's keep winning and continue to keep winning. I think we have a good stretch of games where we can get this thing done and in the right step. And it starts this week on Sunday. We're not going to underestimate any team, but for damn sure, we believe that we have the confidence to beat any team. I don't care who it is. It could be the effing Eagles. We whipping ass. So let's whip ass this Sunday against Daniel Jones and the rest of those bleed blue wannabes. Yeah, the bleed blue wannabes. I'm gonna call them that. So let's go out there and get this dub, and let's enjoy the post game show with victory songs of our own.
Absolutely.
Listen here, sucker. Listen here, sucker.
Yo, take us out.
Let's go.
Hey, man, Vince for the win, man. Let's go.
Thank you, everybody, for watching out there. Make sure you subscribe, like, retweet on all the different platforms. We do it for you. We out.